Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So excited, we're playing with the Too Faced again. I really want to play with this because I really want to get my feelings around it and around the Tarte palette. Because they both launched, Tarte launched a little earlier, but it was on the QVC or something, and I didn't get it until it launched on the Tarte website, which I think now it's available at Sephora too, maybe even Ulta. But I mean, the price point's pretty much the same. You'll use a code on the Tarte website. I don't know if there's codes for Too Faced, but regardless of any of that, I don't know which one's the best. They're both really, really good. And I feel like I'm really drawn to the Too Faced, but I feel like that because honestly, they just haven't had a palette out in so long. You know what I mean? That I have truly enjoyed. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the Christmas palettes, but not in a way of like I'm going to pull that out every day, because the one I enjoyed was the big one, so it's quite large, you know. And I've always just enjoyed their tin packaging without fail. Always enjoyed it. I think it's beautiful. I mean, I can't stress how pretty this really is. And I know some people will be like, oh, it's the same as every other Too Faced palette. But it's really not. It's really not. And I feel like this is the look we're going to do. Yes, the other day I did a look and it was more, I played with this look. Did it turn out really good? No, not really. But is it the fault of the eyeshadow? No. It's my color selection. But that's beside the point. I still think it's pretty. I think it's Christmassy, if anything, to be fair. But I'm intrigued by the palette even more. Even though I don't like the look, it intrigues me even more to keep playing with it to figure it out. Plus, I'm wearing green, and y'all know how I feel about green. So let's go for what's on the face. What's on the face is I'm just going to use this up. That way it's out of my collection, and I don't have to think about it anymore because it's my favorite, and I can't get it anymore, so I'm just going to use it up. It's the Uma by Sharon C foundation. For corrector and concealer, no. For corrector, I'm wearing my Natasha Denona corrector because my Sigma corrector, where is it? I hit pan. Can you see that? I hit pan in that. I'm like, oh no. I don't have money right now. I need a job, so I can't buy a new one, so we're going to put that to the side. I feel like the lighter shade I'll be able to use come winter though, so I think it might balance out. And then for concealer, I'm wearing my nude sticks actually. I set my whole face with the Glam Light in Banana Cream Pie Powder. So I've now used the Banana Cream Powder and the Translucent. We're working through them, so I can give you a review on those. They're quite interesting. For lips, I am wearing this in Pink Mint. I think it kind of goes with this look. It's not very well, it's kind of pigmented. I wish it was a little bit redder, not pink. But at the same time, this is about as red pink as I'm going to go without fearing it's going to just be all over my face. For bronzer and blush, I am wearing my Too Faced bronzer, the Chocolate Soleil. Really enjoying it. Oh, I mean, y'all know I enjoy it. This one's not the one I have pan in though. And then for blush today, I am wearing the Too Faced blush in, tried this one today, Golden Hour. It's definitely darker than, I think it's Cloud Crush, or that's the name of them. Pinks, I forget what it is. But I'm wearing this one today, where the other day, let me see what the name of it is. Candy Clouds. It's much pinker. If I can open it. So that's the one I wore in the other video, but I'm wearing this one today. These are probably my two favorite colors in the Too Faced line. It's the only two though, so take that as what you want. For highlighter, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie. My Hershey's Cookies and Cream Highlighter by Glam Light. I'm wearing this one right here. I think it went. It's definitely beaming, that's for sure. Now let's get into this palette because I have thoughts. Okay, today we're going to go into the shade Turnover, which is this mustardy yellow shade. Which I will say, I feel like yellows on me make me look sick. Is that true? I don't know. In my head, though, it's true. I will say this is pigmented. Like, I'm not packing it, but I'm not going in with a light hand either. And you can see the pigment. And it blends beautifully. So, I feel like that with all these shades. There's pigment, but they blend. You can pack them on if you want, but you really don't have to, is what I've come to notice. At least with my skin tone. Now, if you have a darker skin tone, you may have to pack it. I don't know. But for me, I do not have to pack this. I'm wearing the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then I set the lids with Sweet on You. This one right here. So I set with this and then went into Turnover. I don't know. There's just something about this palette that, like, this is not a color I would like, but yet I do like it. I'll tell you where I went wrong with this look over here, although I'm sure you can pretty much tell where I went wrong, but we'll get to it. Now we're going to go into Candy Apple. And we are going to start to build it up. I'm going in with a light hand in a way, just to be safe. You really don't have to, I mean, but I even like the way these shades, like, they don't get muddy. And each shade you can see the color too, which is the thought process behind, you know, shadows, to be honest. But sometimes you don't always get that, you know. But at least with this particular look, so far so good. Like, no problems. The eyeshadow wore beautifully the other day, so I can say that. It lasted a good 10 hours. And let me tell you, I was sweating. Because I decided that I was going to cook dinner. And my makeup held up beautifully. I really don't like cooking in the summer. I don't know about you all. It's just too hot. And when you got that oven and stove going, I mean, the heat it produces is unreal. But look at that color. So pretty. So pretty. We're going to go back into Turnover now, because I don't want to lose that color. I want to make sure it's peeking out. And we are going for more of a reddish, let's go like that, look today. But I do like the way these two shades kind of like go together. And the smell of this is just, it makes my stomach grow. Every time I play with the Too Faced Shadow palette, it makes my stomach, except for the Pine. That made my stomach turn. But that's my own, you know, scent thing there. I just can't do it. Alright, now we're going to go into the shade Appley in Love. And it's a metallic shade, or metallic / satin shade, I guess. And we're going to deepen up the outer corner with it. And this one I am kind of like patting it where I want it. And taking it through the crease. This is a very pretty color. Even for just like a lid, all over lid, it's very pretty. Very pigmented. Very opaque. Like, you don't have to, like, really layer that up. It's got its own, like, it's pigmented, for sure. And, like, right here is where I'm like, gosh, this is so pretty. Okay? I'm still thinking this is pretty. In a minute, you'll see what I'm talking about. Where I went wrong. And I don't know what I was thinking doing it. I really don't. For some reason, I think I just got Christmas in my head. We're going to take that same shade and run it under the lower lash line. I got Christmas in my head, and we were all about red and green. And I don't know why, because I'm not wearing a shirt like that even. And you know what else I was thinking? I'm surprised they didn't come out with this in the fall. In February. Because I feel like this would have been a good Valentine's Day palette. Appley in Love. I mean, pretty cute. Pretty cute. I mean, I'm all for it for a fall palette too, but I'm just saying. And this stays red. Like, it's not fading into a pink or anything like that. It's red, which I like. I don't know. I think I would have preferred it as a matte, but I don't hate that it's a satin either, to be fair. Alright, now this is where we went wrong. I'm going to go to Pick Me, this green. And we're going to lay it on about 2/3 of the lid, maybe a third. I did have it further, but I ended up fixing it a little bit to make it seem a little bit more cohesive in a way. I don't know whether I did that or not, but here we are. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. Are you a green apple or a red apple type of person? I like red, personally. But every now and then I do like me a green apple. I won't lie. I mean, it don't look bad, I guess, but it's not what I thought it was going to do. I'm not going to lie. So, after that, I was like, this ain't looking the way I intended it in my head. So, we're going to go into Slice Slice Baby. That's cute. Which is this one right here. And I'm just going to put it, like, right in the middle of both of them. Now, this is more of a metallic shade, to be fair. It's like a green gold almost. But it is so pretty. Like, I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks great either. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, I did the best that I could once I made the mistake. Because that's all you can do. It's either that or you're starting over. And if I'm starting over, well, it is going to be a makeup, no makeup kind of day. So I do whatever I can to somewhat salvage whatever I can. So that I'm wearing something, you know. Plus, sometimes it's just having fun. It's just experimenting. And now I know what not to do and what to do, you know. I was doing pretty good until the green. We're going to take Baskets Full, which is this shade here. And I am going to line the upper lash line and lower lash line. And I'm going to get my big mirror for this one. But there is something about that mustard shade in this palette that can kind of turn this around into different looks, if that makes sense. I guess it can turn it into fun looks in a way for myself, you know what I mean? Where the Tarte palette is, you know, a neutral. But there are fun colors in it, but I would say it's more on an everyday type of style look, you know what I mean? For neutral lovers, where you had a pop of color. Yet this is more fun. You know what I mean? Like you can get an everyday look, don't get me wrong. And it would be beautiful because there's neutrals in here. But there's also a little bit more fun and creativity to it. But at the same time, I feel like if I was like going out for the day, like doing my makeup for work or something, I may grab more for that Tarte palette than this one. Or, to be real fair and honest, I would probably grab for one of my Natasha Denona, like the I Need a Nude palette. Kind of messed up right there. I'm going to try to fix that if I can. I don't know if I can or can't, because I touched that brush there. Oh, Lord. It's always something, isn't it? You see. Yeah, we got it. Alright. Then I'm going to take that same Appley and Love shade, that red metallic shade, and make sure it is still underneath that lash line. I mean, in all honesty, looking at it like in person, it really don't look bad. The colors really do seem to go together, but for some reason when I'm looking in the thing, it looks off, which is kind of throwing me, because I'm like, is the camera deceiving me or my eyes? And I'm going with probably my eyes are deceiving me, because I don't have the best vision. Alright, for inner corner, we're going to go into the shade Crunch Time, which is this one right here. And we're just going to put it right in the inner corner. See, now I'm curious though, do you think Too Faced is going to come out with a Christmas palette? Or is this it? You know what I mean? I'm kind of wondering. I mean, I'm fine if this is it. As far as like they'll come out with their cutesy Christmas stuff, I get that. Y'all, I need to find a job. A weekend job. Seriously, like for real. So I can afford this. Because holiday stuff is coming, you know? And I need to get my hands on it. Not all of it. Like, I know what I kind of like and don't like now, so I'm okay. But still, there's stuff I do like and I want to get. I'm going to use the green ColourPop gel liner. It was part of the Raw Beauty Christy. I don't know the name of it. It's wore off. And we're going to put that on the waterline. I thought it would go good with this look to try to tie the green in the best I could, you know what I mean? I'm going to put it on the upper waterline too. And then for the top mascara, I'm going to use the Armani. Okay. Capped it. Want to stick on there. It's this one here in case you all are. It's got mushrooms all over it. But, okay. I'm going to use the Armani for the mascara for the top lashes. So as far as the Glam Light powder, yesterday's video with the new Tarte palette, I used the translucent one. And then in today's video, I used the banana cream pie. Out of the two so far, I like the translucent. I think the banana cream pie is just too yellow for me. But it could work for you. I'm surprised in a way they didn't come out like a peach cobbler. But they are just starting, so maybe they will eventually. Or if they came out with a green. I don't know what you'd name it. Blue could be blueberry pie. And you know, they kind of missed it. It doesn't smell. I was really sitting there sniffing that powder, trying to see if it smelled. I had a mess. But it doesn't really have a scent to it, which is a good thing. But you know, telling you, I miss the scent sometimes. I do. For the bottom lashes, I'm just going to use the Lancome. Okay. And then this is the final look using the Too Faced palette for the second time. I mean, at this point now, I've used quite a few of the shades. There's one more look I think I'd like to do with this palette. Just a regular neutral look, like maybe use caramel apple, orchid stroll, and then applesauce, like boom boom boom, and then put maybe sparkling cider on the lid to go for that neutral look, just to see what it would look like if that is something. Because to be fair, if that's a neutral look that I enjoy, this may be one of my favorite palettes this year. I mean, not my very favorite, but I would easily say top 10, possibly even top 5 for this year. We'll have to wait and see, but so far this is a really good palette, really good for an overall type of situation. Is it as good as Indie Shadows, as in like Glam Light at their best? No. But is it good for, like, it's great for Too Faced. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? It's great for Too Faced. I don't think if you purchased it, you would hate it. I think you would get a lot of use out of it. I think you would have a lot of fun with it. And that's kind of where I'm at with makeup. If you're like me, you know, you want to get use out of it. Although I don't. I got a large collection, I know. But my main thing is, I want to get use out of it if I can. I want to like the color story. You know, use majority of the mattes. I want to be able to have fun. But I also want to be able to just quickly do a look if need be. I need formulas to be easy to use. That's pretty much it for me, you know. Oh, and last. I need them to last. But if they can do that, which I know sounds like common sense, I'm okay. I'm okay with my purchase. Now, the fact that it is good, and the fact that it does smell, and the fact that it is in cute packaging and cute names and all that stuff, that's just a bonus for me. You know what I mean? That's like, they nailed it type of thing. And they did. I highly suggest checking this palette out. I mean, I really cannot see anybody not liking this. Like, because I feel like it's even pigment enough for even people that are darker than me. Now, maybe if you got the darkest of skin, maybe not. I mean, I can't really judge that. That's not my place. But I do know that, if you're my skin tone, it's great. Like, you will have no problem. If you're a little bit darker than me, even, because, like, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's in love with this palette. So if you have a daughter in their 20s, teenager even, they're gonna love it. You know what I mean? Even my youngest daughter, she's 11, she loves this palette. She thought it was cute. So there's that too. And if they're gonna start out in makeup, at least you know where it's coming from and sourced and all that good stuff. But I will let you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I know the look didn't come out exactly how in my head I thought it would, but I don't think it turned out bad either, which is another good thing. Because, if you're not good with makeup like myself and you can't eye it as good as some, even when you put a concoction together that doesn't turn out good, but yet turns out good, it's okay, So that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, unless there's a new launch. And I will see you in my next one. I will do more looks with this, though, in the future, and with the Tarte one. I'm going to do another look with the Tarte one, too, just so you know. And that way you get a better feel for what you can create as a beginner. But, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.